So if you're not already there, go ahead and make your way up to stand. So we're going to take those feet parallel, hip distance apart. Bring your hands to your hips. Stand up nice and tall. Give me an inhale. Lift those heels up. Come onto your toes. Find your balance. Squeeze through the glutes. Exhale, slowly release through the foot. Heels tap the mat. Inhale, lift those heels up high. Exhale, release it down. Heels tap the mat. So we're just starting with a few heel lift and lowers here. Just starting to warm up through the lower body. So you're taking your time as you lift and as you lower. You take that full inhale to rise up high on those toes and that full exhale to release it down. Now all the while, use this to connect that breath into the rib cage. So as you're inhaling to lift the heels, expand through the rib cage. As you exhale, knit the ribs together. Feel your belly button press back towards your spine. Now hold the heels up high. Take it to a little prance or a little jog here. So one heel at a time, pressing into the mat. Opposite heel is staying up high. Now your choice if you want to move this fast or slow. Let's go ahead and do one more breath here. And go ahead and release both heels down. Walk it to the back edge of your mat. Stand with your feet parallel, hip distance apart. Big inhale, arms out to the side and up. Exhale, fold it forward. Hands connect to that mat as you find your forward fold. Now from here, use those hands to walk it out to your plank. Find your plank position, hold. Hips pressing down, belly button pulling back towards the spine. Inhale, lift those hips up. Release your head and chest. Exhale, walk those hands back towards your feet. Find your forward fold. Inhale it here. As you exhale, slowly stack your spine. One vertebra at a time. Head is last to lift. Again, inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, walk it out to your plank. Hold. Now, holding in your plank, start to shift the weight up towards your toes and then shift it back into the heels. So when shifting your weight back and forth, keep pressing the hips down. So you shouldn't see a change through those hips. Keep pressing them low. Belly button stays pressing back towards the spine. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, shift the hips up and back. Exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Inhale into that forward fold. Exhale, slowly stack the spine. Head is last to lift. Now again, inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up. Exhale, fold it forward. Use those hands to walk it out. Find your plank hold, and then single leg lifts. One leg at a time, lifting back behind you. Keep pressing those hips down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both toes down. Shift the hips up and back. Walk those hands back towards your feet. Find your forward fold. And slowly restack your spine. Head is last to lift. All right, you guys, let's stay standing. Now bring yourself to the center of your mat. Feet are going to go parallel, hip distance apart. Hands to your hips. So we're up nice and tall. This is your inhale. As you exhale, left leg, step it back behind you into a lunge. So left leg is straight, right knee is bent, knee stacked above the ankle. Inhale, step it forward. Now keep it on that left side. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, step it forward. So it's the same side over and over again. Left leg behind, right knee bending. Now you're keeping that left leg straight, so you're not bending into that knee. Head and chest are staying lifted. Commit to staring down a spot right in front of you. Serving as your reminder to keep the upper body lifted, but also to maintain your balance. Now on this next one, hold. Hold your lunge, head up, chest up. Inhale, bend that left knee. It goes directly down to the mat. Exhale, press it back up. Inhale to bend, exhale to press. So as you're lowering that left knee down, your entire body is going up and down. So you're not shifting the weight forward, you're not shifting it back. It's directly down, directly up. Now on this next one, Hold it low and just pulse. So you're reaching that left knee down towards the mat. Pulse it, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step that left foot forward. Now right side. So inhale, step the right leg back. Exhale, center. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, it center. So hips staying squared, head up, chest up. It's the same thing. Right leg is staying nice and straight, so no bend in the knee. Really squeeze through your booty to lift back up tall. Now on this next one, hold your lunge, head up, chest up, just the right knee. Inhale, bend, lower. Exhale, extend. So nothing else is moving. It's just that right leg. Keep that weight shifted forward through the left foot. Now hold that right knee bent. Both knees are bent, just pulse. Think about sinking directly down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it all the way forward. Rotate, so you're still in the middle, but now you're long ways on your mat. Feet are still parallel, hip distance apart, hands on the hips. Soft bend in your right leg so you can hover your left foot off of the mat. So all the weight is in that right leg. Flex your left foot. Inhale, side lift out. Exhale, squeeze it back in. So lift it straight out to the side. Slide it back in, squeeze it towards your right inner thigh. So keep your hips parallel. So you're not finding external rotation. You're hitting that side lift to fire up side booty and outer thigh. Find your spot to focus on to maintain your balance. Keep that strong flex of the foot. Hold the left leg out. Give me little pulses up. Try to increase that height. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Woo! Keep your balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot down. Shift all the way into your left foot. Soft bend. Float the right leg up. Inhale, side lift. Exhale, lower. So same thing, just with that right leg. Keep it nice and long. You're squeezing booty through the toes, keeping that deep flex of the foot. Now on this next one, hold your lift and pulse. Try not to fall out of it as I just did. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax the legs down. All right, you guys, let's take it down to the mat. So have a seat. So you're facing out towards the front edge of your mat. Ground your feet down into the mat, and then bring your hands back by your hips. So fingertips are pointed forward. Roll the shoulders down the back. Press into your feet. Hover those hips up and off the mat, and let's tricep dip here. So sharp points of the elbows back behind you. Shoulders released away from the ears. Make sure that work is coming solely from the tricep. It's not just your hips lifting and lowering. Hold it halfway. Give me little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back down. Come off your hands. Come off your wrists. Give them a little roll. We're going to go back into that position. Just give your hands a little rest. All right, so finding that same start position. Feet grounded down. Palms are flat. Fingers pointed forward. Shoulders rolled down the back. Now, once again, hover those hips. Extend your right leg up towards the ceiling or out in front of you. So out or up. And then once again, give me those tricep dips. For 3, 2. Keep it going. Just switch out your feet. Right foot down, left leg up. Same thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the hips up. Both feet down. Pulse it to finish. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit it down. Interlace your fingers. Give yourself a few infinity rolls. All right, you guys. So we're going to take it into our abs section. It's a long one. It'll be good. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do before we start any of these movements is we're gonna find our long spine but hinged back. So feet down on your mat, knees are pointed up towards the sky, feet are parallel, hip distance apart. Take your arms out in front of you and I want you to sit up as tall as you can. So even just sitting up tall, you should feel your abs turn on and you should really feel that spine lengthen. Now I want you to hold this long spine and simply hinge back about halfway. So your shoulders are rolling down the back, your chest is open, your gaze is forward. It's exactly the same position, just hinged. So this is gonna be our little spot here for a little bit. So sit it back up. Remember that hinge, float your arms out in front. Now I want you to inhale here. As you exhale, keep that flat back. Rock it back to your sits bones, feet hover, hold. Inhale, rock it back forward, feet touch down. Exhale, rock it back. So think about the shape staying consistent throughout the entire body. And you're just rocking your weight forward and back on your sits bones. So as we move through this series, you guys, especially as you start to fatigue, that spine is gonna want to round forward. So keep yourself in check the whole way through. Now on this next one, hold. Hold that hinge back, flatten out that back, nice open chest, and we're gonna march. So tap your right toes down, lift. Tap your left toes down, lift. Now I know being in this position, it can get a little hip flexory as well, but try to put all of that work into those abs. All right, 2 more either side, you guys. Make sure you're breathing. Both feet lifted and sit yourself all the way up. Relax. So feel free to take any kind of relaxed pose here for a moment in between sets. You can do whatever you want. All right, so feet back on the mat, arms back out in front, and then from here, take it back, find that hinge, and then once again, float the feet off of the mat. Think about pulling them into tabletop. So shins are now parallel with the ceiling, nice flat back. Inhale, extend the left leg out. Exhale, bend it in. Inhale, right leg out. Exhale, bend it in. So single leg extensions here. So not only will you feel those abs, you'll start to feel those thighs. Keep that flat back, you guys. I know it's really hard to do. 2 more either side. Last one on the left. Last one on the right. Sit it all the way up. Rest your feet down. Now once again, you can do whatever you want in between sets. Give yourself a breath. All right, you guys. So feet are gonna come back onto the mat. Give me a Pilates V. So heels together, toes apart, or our first position for my fellow dancers out there. Take your arms out in front, but they're in between your legs, reaching out in front. Now from here, hinge it straight back, nice flat back. Inhale, float the legs up. Exhale, lower, tap it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So when you lift, knees are stacking above your hips. It's kind of like an open leg tabletop. Now with this one especially, guys, it's not just the abs, it's those inner thighs. And like I said, I know it's a little bit in the hip flexors. Bear with me. Let's do 3, 2. Last one here. Relax it forward. Take a breath. You can find a nice butterfly after that if you'd like. All right, you guys, so we're gonna set it up the same way. So feet are in your Pilates V, heels together, toes apart, arms are reaching in between your legs. Now before you hinge back, hover your feet up and off the mat. So you're up tall, feet are hovering. Now hinge it back, extend your legs straight out. Legs are gonna do a quick open, close, bend your knees, lift yourself back up, start again. So lengthen out, legs open, close, bend the knees, lift yourself back up. So I know it is a huge combo here, you guys. It's a little take on our control exercise. Point your toes. When you open the legs, it's just about mat distance. Stick with me, you guys. Now on this last one, hold, just open and close the legs, that's it. Keep hinging back, open and close, 3, 2, and 1, sit it all the way up. Relax, you guys. I know that one was a doozy. All right, so the abs are not quite finished yet, but we are gonna take a little bit different position. So feet back down on your mat and then bring your elbows back. So if at any point having your elbows prop you up is too much, you can lay all the way down, you guys. But having the elbows prop you up gives us more core work. Roll your shoulders down your back and then float your legs to tabletop. Zip your legs together, inhale, lower, tap your toes. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Now, if doing double, both legs is too much, you guys, you can always single it out to a little march. So single leg works too. Double leg's gonna give you more through the lower abs. Now, as you hold on the elbows, you guys, make sure you're not sinking, you're lifting. Now, on this next one, hold the legs in tabletop. Now, just those knees, pull them in towards your chest, right back to tabletop. Inhale, pull it in. Exhale to tabletop. So knees pulling in towards the chest. And then we're gonna make that movement bigger. So instead of just taking it back out to tabletop, extend. So tuck the knees, extend it out. Tuck the knees, extend it out. Squeeze your heels in towards your booty as you tuck. Make sure you're still breathing, you guys. All right, let's do 3. Let's do 2. Last one here. Relax for a moment. Now when you relax, you can lay yourself down or you can sit yourself back up. Your choice. All right, you guys, the fun is not over yet. Bring it back up onto those elbows. Float those legs back to tabletop. Stack your knees above your hips. Inhale, drift your tabletop to the left. Exhale, drag it back to center. Inhale it right. Exhale, drag it back to center. So little oblique twists side to side. So starting to feel that work into those obliques, those side abdominals. Now we're gonna add extension. So bring it back to center, inhale to the left, hold, extend your legs and drag it back to center. Bend the knees to tabletop, drift it to the right, extend and drag it back to center. So you're in tabletop. As you go to that side, you extend and then you drag it back to center and start towards the other side. So it's just providing a little bit longer lever, a little bit more work for those obliques. One more either side. Bring the legs all the way back up to the ceiling. Keep them straight. Inhale, lower them down. Exhale, lift it up. Stick with me, you guys. Make sure you're still breathing. Squeeze those legs together. Hold those legs up high to the sky. Just pulse it in. So little kicks up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, you guys. Once again, you can lay down or maybe sit yourself up. Feel free to find a stretch. Maybe squeeze those knees in towards your chest. Take a breath. All right, you guys, we're almost out of this abs section. We're almost there. All right, meet me back on your elbows. Remember, if it's ever too much, you just lay yourself down. All right, so from here, right leg up high to the sky, point your toes, extend your left leg long on the mat, and then hover it. Let's scissors switch those legs. So straight legs, pointed toes, head up, chest up. We're gonna add a little helicopter of those legs. So hold the right leg up, left leg down. Circle both legs out to the side, rotate, and you've now switched. Rotate them out wide and switch. So like a little helicopter blade, rotating out and then switching. Which leg is up, which leg is down. We're almost there, you guys. You've got this. Make sure you're breathing. Finish it out strong. All right, let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, you guys. Lay yourself down on your back. Take a breath here, you guys. All right, both feet onto your mat. Heels pulling in towards your seat. Toes and knees reaching out towards the front edge of your mat. Give me an inhale here. Exhale, lift your hips. Roll your spine up. Find your bridge. So we're just holding here on this first one. You're squeezing through your booty to lift those hips a little higher. Last big inhale here. With your exhale, release your spine. Release your hips, bring it all the way down, hold. Left foot stays on the mat, right leg is gonna go up high to the sky. All right, you guys, so from here, point those toes. Give me an inhale. As you exhale, lift the hips, roll the spine up, find your bridge. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. So we're double timing that bridge as you hold that right leg up high. You're squeezing through that right leg, booty through the toes. Toes are pricking a hole in the ceiling over and over again. Keep squeezing. Hold those hips up high and pulse. Hips going down an inch, up an inch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Change out your legs. Right foot down, left leg up high. Point those toes. Inhale it here. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So same thing here, you guys. Exhaling to lift, inhaling to lower. Now on this next one, hold the hips lifted, pulse it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down, release your left foot down on the mat. Extend both legs up high to the sky. Wrap your hands behind your thighs or lift your head, walk it up your calves towards the heels. Maybe flex into your feet. Relax your head down, hug your knees in, rock it a little side to side. All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and flip over to your stomach. Just rotate yourself over onto your stomach. Before we find our back extension, we're gonna take a little swan, which is a back extension stretch. But bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press into your palms, lift your head, and lengthen here. Roll the shoulders down your back. You should feel a nice stretch through the front side of the body, specifically those abs that we just worked so hard on. And then let's go ahead and slowly release it all the way back down. Now make sure, you guys, that you have enough room that if you stretch your arms out in front, you aren't gonna hit a wall. So make sure you have room for that. And then you're going to bring your forehead to the mat. Bend your elbows out to cactus or goalpost arms. So your palms are flat on the ground beside your mat. Elbows are bent out wide, and forehead once again is resting on the mat. Legs are separated out a little bit wider than hip distance. Now as you inhale, everything floats up and off the mat. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So you're just finding those little baby lifts here. So you're keeping your spine nice and long, gaze is staying down and forward. You're squeezing through your booty so that you're lifting those thighs up and off the mat. Now on this next one, hold your lift. Extend your arms out in front, left hand to the mat. So right arm's just reaching through your fingertips, left hand is pressed into that mat. Inhale, reach and rotate that right arm back. So you're reaching fingers for the toes, gaze goes over that right shoulder. Exhale, swim that right arm back forward and it's hovering above the mat. Same thing. Inhale, rotate, reach back, gaze follows. Exhale, drag it back forward. So you're just rotating through that shoulder, rotating through the spine. Last one here. Reach that right arm in front, hover your left arm off the mat, bend your elbows back to cactus or goalpost arms, exhale, release it down. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the left. So inhale, everything lifts up. Arms reach out in front, right hand comes to the mat, left finger's reaching. Now inhale, rotate it back, gaze follows your fingers towards the foot, exhale, swim it forward. So inhale, rotate, reach, exhale, pull it forward. 3 more, you guys. Keep the legs lifted, keep the head and chest lifted. Last one. Left arm forward, right arm hovers. Bend your elbows to cactus or goalpost arms. Release it down as you exhale. Now extend your arms back towards your hips. Rotate your palms in towards your hips. Inhale, lift everything back up. Now just those arms, firmly press your palms into the hips, little release. So exhale, push, inhale, little release. So your release is just those arms drifting a little bit further away from the hips, but you're squeezing shoulders through the fingers so that you're creating your own resistance to fire up your lats. Keep everything else reaching up high. Hold the hands pressing in, just pulse, press, press, press. Squeeze through those arms. Once again, create your own resistance here. Lift the legs a little higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, you guys. Bring your hands onto the mat. Press yourself back into a child's pose so we can stretch out that lower back. So hips reach back for the heels, arms stretch out long. Go ahead and slowly stack your spine. Let's have a seat. Facing center. Bend your left knee in front of your body. Bend your right leg back behind. So you can see the left sole of your foot and that right foot is reaching back behind you. Arms are going to come to a T position. You're up nice and tall. Give me an inhale. Bring your left hand down to the mat. Right arm up and over by your ear. Exhale, press it back up to seated. So we're taking it into a little bit of mermaid here. So you're inhaling to side bend, exhaling to press yourself back up. So really bend into that left elbow as you take that side bend so you can reach a little deeper through the right and get a little bit more work for that left oblique. Let's do 2 more. Last one here. Press it all the way back up. Pause. Reach and wrap your right hand for your right foot. Inhale the left arm up, twist. Take your gaze towards that right foot. And if it feels okay, left hand can meet the right. Both hands on that right foot. Twist a little deeper through your spine. Inhale it here. As you exhale, left arm back up and go ahead and release that twist. And we're gonna change out your legs. So right knee bends in front, left leg bends back behind. Sit up tall, arms to your T. Inhale, right hand to the mat. Left arm up and over. Exhale to press it up. So on this second side, I want you to really think about that left arm reaching. So as you reach, you're not bending into that elbow and kind of letting it hang. It's an active pull. So you should feel that space being created in that left set of ribs due to your breath expanding the rib cage and due to that reach through the left arm, trying to lengthen that side body. Let's do 2 more. Bring it all the way back up. Hold. Reach that left hand for the left foot. Inhale the right arm up by the ear. Take your gaze to your left foot. Now if it feels okay to increase your twist, right hand can meet the left, both hands at that left foot. Last big inhale here. With your exhale, reach that right arm back up. Go ahead and release your twist. Let's extend those legs out in front. Zip your legs together, flex your feet. Inhale, circle your arms out to the side and up. Grow a little taller. Exhale, hinge it forward. Release your chest, release nose down towards your knees. Wrap your hands around your calves, ankles, or feet. Last big inhale here. And with your exhale, slowly restack your spine. Head is last to lift. All right, you guys made it. Thank you so much for joining me for our Pilates practice.